Yeah, it's the end of the month and it's time for repositioning. My name is Linda Onemefo and I welcome you to another episode of the networking series today. Incredible. I hope you are beautiful. I hope you are pretty. I hope you are handsome. And I hope that you are going to enjoy the next month. You are anticipating of the amazing thing that is about to happen in the coming month. And this is why the series is for you, to be able to help you know how best to reposition for the coming month, right? This is actually not the exact right time, but there are things that you are meant to do today that could help you to be able to position for results and for better results come next month. Now, the last one we did before this month, it's all about reviewing your relationships, which is very, very critical. That is one aspect. The second aspect is what we want to help you do today, so you can be able to come with a clear mind and with an improved knowledge and awareness to be able to embrace better results. Are you ready for this? If you know someone who needs to be here, tag them in the comment section or copy the link and share to them, because the envy is less when everyone is succeeding. And if it is your first time coming to my channel, hit that subscribe button as well as the bell to get a notification when the next content drops. And if you're watching me live on Facebook, go ahead and click on that follow button, because that is one of the best decisions you're going to make in your life this year and beyond, and I'm going to share with you why. Now, this is how you are going to actually reposition for the coming new month. A lot of persons are going to embrace new month with all the excitement, with all the passion, with all the emotions, without position. And you don't want to be part of those persons that just make out a new month goal and you end up, you end up not achieving what you intend. If you don't like what you are seeing this month, you shouldn't do the same next month. All right, this is why we are doing this series. And so how do you reposition for the new month? First one we talked about is your reviewing your relationship. Secondly is to review your outcomes. Now, you probably in your financial goal, you said you were going to do this, or in your spiritual life, you said you were going to do this. There are how many books you said you wanted to read. Were you able to achieve them? There are many courses you said you wanted to buy and consume. Were you able to do that? See, let me tell you, if you don't know where you are, you won't know what next to do. That is why a lot of people go for trainings and they still not have any results, because of what? There is no evaluation. Every month end helps you to actually evaluate your result. So you know your growth space, you know if you're walking closer to your dream, or there were so many distractions that came in and also made sense and added to the outcome that you actually desire. Because as human beings, you don't know what is coming. That is what we call alternative for God. There are impromptu circumstances that are going to disrupt your plan or your goal, as the case may be. But most of them, if it is converted well, it can actually walk you closer to your goal, which is not part of what you set in the first place. And that is why the strategy is always flexible and demands your creativity in order to know how. So basically, when you ask God when, He can tell you when. When you ask God why, He will answer you why. If you ask God what, He will tell you. But when you ask Him how, you will not hear from Him. Why? Because He has created you as a creator to create. And that is why the strategy is always flexible and allows you to explore your creativity, because He knew that He has created a creator who can create. And that is why you don't seek for strategy, you seek for psychology, you seek for clarity. All right, so you can be able to know how best to interpret your journey in order to move you closer to your dreams. And one of them is actually to evaluate your goals. Have you been able to go out? Okay, what are the results? I said I was able to do this, right? Was I able to achieve it? In what percentage? What could I do better? What did not work? These are the things you'll be able to separate, so you will not have scattered energy. You know where you should focus more of your attention. Of course, those ones, even if no matter how little it is, those ones that you have done and you know that you have gotten a certain kind of result and it opened you up to something, is what you should try more than the ones you exerted your energy based on your passion from the beginning and you think it's not working and you are persisting on it. It's foolishness, right? So you don't want to do that kind of thing. You want to reposition yourself on where your results will show more. You want to focus your attention where the results will show more. On where things that are going to bring you closer to your dream. And never forget that where your attention goes is where your energy flows, and that is where your results will show. So you don't want to do many things. Every month and every action or result shows you exactly what you should focus on and what you should not per time. And this can only be done if you sit down without more action to be able to do what? Draw back and do evaluation. Evaluation is that particular attitude. Evaluation is that particular attribute that helps you to connect the dots, because if you want to connect the dots, you connect the dots backwards. You are going to be able to evaluate based on your experience, and that is why I agree with John Maxwell that experience is not the best teacher. Evaluated experience is, so you can be able to evaluate, and that is where you'll be able to know how best failure helps you to succeed, because failure is the only attribute that shows you what will not work, so you can focus your energy, your attention, your money and your time where it will bring more results. That is what you want to do. So you said you wanted to connect with 50 persons. Were you able to get into that space? Those people you got into their space, what were their objections? What were the things you should be focusing on more the next time you want to reach out? Were there things you were open-minded to learn from them while making those connections? You want to pay attention to those things. Now, when you wanted to sell your product, what were the objections those people were able to bring? What problems are they facing? It's a product showing itself that you need to create in the coming month. What are those things in your spiritual life? What was lacking? Was it your prayer life? Was it your word life? Do you need accountability so that you can be able to achieve this if you know you won't do it alone? That is what evaluation is going to show you, and so many other things. Do you lack knowledge in preparing for your presentation because you cannot outperform your level and your depth of preparation? You want to be able to be prepared for your next opportunity. How prepared were you this month as you have stipulated in the beginning of this month? You need to be able to evaluate those things so that it will show you where you are, show you what will not work, and show you what could work. So two things that people struggle with in the name of being busy doing a lot of things is that people think that there is no time to think, and then people do not take out time to believe. And these are the two setbacks that have made a lot of people average. You don't want to be average. You are here for the top because you are made for greatness, and that is why evaluation is very key. Once you are done with your evaluation, you can do your meditation. So the moment you are doing evaluation, you do meditation. Meditation follows through and helps you to visualize. So you can be able to think, believe, and then fire again. If it demands that you need to leave social media entirely and talk to no one, you have to do that, because life is going to reward those who have come alive. And you need to come alive to be able to embrace the good tidings that comes with June or the new month. I hope that was helpful. We are building confident global champions, and we believe that when they think and believe strongly and consistently, they can be able to build resilience and confidence in order to rule their world. And that is why we are building that confident global champions. We have, in the next coming month, we are going to have our masterclass. This month we had a masterclass that is centered around mentorship relationship, how to get a mentor, how to maximize mentorship, and how to be able to maintain mentorship relationship in order to gain premium results consistently. If you want to be part of this, because our next masterclass is coming in the next month, you want to be part of that, because we are going to deal with how you are going to build a confident brand, and a brand people are going to love to associate with. Want to be that kind of person? Type CGC in the comment section, or click the link in my description to have that one-on-one conversation with me and open for that. And if you're watching me on Facebook, click the link on my bio, and of course we are going to have that amazing conversation. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the on that notification bell to be able to know when the next value drops, because we are bringing a lot of value for you so that you can be able to build strong self-esteem and confidence that your premium result requires to be able to ascend to your dreams. And I still remain your friend and your go-to-get networking strategist, Linda on MFO. I am here for you, and do not forget that you do not have to live a life people recommend. You need to live a life that you want to live, because life is going to reward those who have come alive. Till I come your way again.